In today's episode of Dispelling Fitness Myths, we're going to be talking about a particularly touchy subject for the vast majority of people in the fitness industry. You have this topic getting thrown around a lot as the main reason this person or that person can't lose or gain weight. What they end up doing is simply blaming it on their metabolism. Oh, I can't lose weight because I'm tracking everything I'm doing. My metabolism is just so slow. I hold so much weight easily. Or, oh man, the reason I'm so skinny is because my metabolism is just so fast. I burn everything I put in my mouth, man. And just some other nonsense. The reason you're not either gaining or losing weight is primarily because you're not tracking properly, even if you think you do. And I'm not blaming you. Let's take an example of an overweight individual looking to lose weight. The calories that don't typically get tracked properly is what I like to call hidden calories. The best way to demonstrate this is within an example. We have our individual cooking some rice alongside some kind of meat or whatever. What this individual is doing is tracking only what the labels say on the box from where they got their rice or meat, without accounting for the 100 to 200 grams of, say, vegetable oil he used to fry their meat on. Some trace amounts of this oil will end up on the meat regardless, and often gets unaccounted for. Next up, the rice gets typically cooked in boiling water for 10 minutes on average, and then afterwards, for better flavor, our chef is going to add some fried onions coated in vegetable oil that was used to fry the meat and pour it into the rice pot. You could literally make the argument those trace amounts of oil added to the rice with trace amounts still on the meat, added another 300 to 400 of, as I already mentioned previously, hidden calories into their food block unbeknownst to them. Let's invert the scenario for our underweight trainee looking to pack on a couple of extra pounds on top of his frame. He's going to try to attain a calorie surplus of 500 calories per day and claim how his weight isn't changing for the aforementioned reason of just simply having a fast metabolism, which is just simply isn't true. He thinks he's in a calorie surplus, but really he's just not tracking properly. You could quite literally dispel this nonsense by just adding 200 grams of vegetable oil to any meal plan, and you're practically guaranteed to gain weight. Not that you should try this for obvious reasons. So, how can you actually know if you're doing things correctly and are in a calorie surplus or deficit? Obviously, meal planner apps are an amazing tool on their own, but they're only part of the equation and will fail to give you adequate results for the simple reason you're not being honest. You have to account for every small detail in your eating plan. Sprinkled in a tablespoon of mayonnaise alongside your meal? Add it to the calculator. Used salad dressing? Add it to the calculator. Fried your beef? Account for at least a third of the vegetable oil used to fry it. By ensuring you're tracking all of your calories accurately, you'll finally notice the kind of progress you've been looking for, and will be able to continue making tangible improvements in your meal plan to continue making progress. The misconception of some people having either slower or faster metabolisms than others gets thrown a lot for absolutely no reason, as the difference is actually so minuscule to the point it's basically irrelevant.